Have you ever shared something personal, only to wish you could take it back? As we grow older, this feeling becomes all too familiar. In our golden years, we carry decades of precious memories, hard-won wisdom, and personal truths. But here's what many of us learn the hard way. Not everyone deserves a front-row seat to our life story. If you're watching this, chances are you or someone you love has felt the sting of sharing too much with the wrong person. Drop your city in the comments below. Let's build a community that understands the power of protecting our personal stories. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more life wisdom. Let's explore why keeping certain aspects of your life private isn't just about security. It's about preserving your peace, dignity, and the relationships that truly matter. 1. The digital age dangers. The world has changed dramatically since our younger days. Today's technology connects us in ways we never imagined, but it also brings new risks, especially for those of us in our later years. Let's talk about what this means for your personal life and safety. Think about your daily life now. Perhaps you use Facebook to see photos of your grandchildren, or maybe you've joined online communities to connect with others who share your interests. While these connections can bring joy, they can also leave us vulnerable if we're not careful about what we share. Each time we post online, we leave traces of our personal life behind. Something as simple as mentioning your daily walk schedule or sharing excitement about an upcoming vacation might seem harmless. But in the wrong hands, even these small details can be used in ways we never intended. I've seen too many of our peers learn this lesson the hard way. A friend shares their vacation dates online, only to return to a burglarized home. Another mentions living alone and receiving unexpected visitors with bad intentions. These aren't just stories, they're real experiences that remind us why privacy matters more than ever. The digital world can feel overwhelming, but protecting yourself doesn't have to be. Start with this simple rule. Before sharing anything online, imagine telling that same information to everyone at your local grocery store. Would you feel comfortable doing that? If not, it probably shouldn't be shared online either. Your personal information is precious. It's part of the life you've built over decades. Just as you wouldn't leave your front door unlocked, don't leave your private life open for everyone to see. This isn't about fear, it's about being wise with what you share. Remember, you don't need to share every detail of your life to stay connected with those you love. A private life is often a peaceful life. The joy of seeing your grandchildren's photos or catching up with old friends doesn't require exposing your personal details to the world. As we move forward in this digital age, let's be mindful of what we share and with whom. Your stories, your experiences, your daily routines, these belong to you. Share them thoughtfully, protect them carefully, and remember that some things are best kept private. In our next section, we'll explore how to set healthy boundaries that keep you safe while maintaining meaningful connections with those who truly matter in your life. Second, setting smart boundaries. Setting boundaries as we age isn't about building walls. It's about creating comfortable spaces where we can feel secure and respected. This becomes even more important in our later years, when life's experiences have taught us the value of peace and dignity. Let me share something I've learned over the years. Saying no isn't selfish, it's necessary. Whether it's a neighbor who asks too many personal questions or a well-meaning relative who shares your private matters with others, you have every right to protect your personal space. Think about your home. You choose who to invite in, when to open your door, and which rooms guests can enter. Your personal life deserves the same level of thoughtful protection. You don't need to share every detail of your health, finances, or family matters just because someone asks. Here's what healthy boundaries look like in everyday life. When someone asks about your financial situation, it's perfectly fine to say, "I appreciate your interest, but I prefer to keep my financial matters private." If a friend shares your personal information with others, you can gently but firmly tell them, "I'd prefer if you let me decide what to share about my life." Remember, the people who truly care about you will respect your boundaries. They won't push for information you're not comfortable sharing. They won't gossip about your private matters. They'll understand that your desire for privacy comes from wisdom, not distrust. Setting boundaries doesn't mean you're being unfriendly or difficult. In fact, clear boundaries often lead to stronger, more authentic relationships. When people know where your lines are, they can respect them, creating trust and mutual understanding. As you grow older, trust your instincts. If sharing something makes you uncomfortable, listen to that feeling. You've earned the right to choose what parts of your life you want to share and what parts you want to keep private. In our next section, we'll explore how to maintain meaningful connections while protecting your privacy. Because you deserve relationships that respect both your need for connection and your right to privacy. 3. The Art of Selective Sharing. As we age, we learn that sharing isn't just about what we tell others, it's about choosing who deserves to hear our stories. Think of your personal experiences like precious family heirlooms. You wouldn't hand them to just anyone. You carefully choose who can be trusted with their care. Let's talk about choosing our confidants wisely. The right person isn't always the one who asks the most questions or shows the most interest. Sometimes it's the quiet friend who listens without judgment, who keeps your secrets as carefully as their own. These are the people who earn the right to know your deeper stories. Watch for the warning signs that someone might not be trustworthy. Do they gossip about others? Do they pressure you for information? Do they share your private matters without permission? These are red flags that shouldn't be ignored. Your experiences have taught you to trust your instincts. Listen to them. Building trust is like tending a garden. It takes time, patience, and careful attention. Start small. Share little things first, and watch how people handle them. Do they keep your confidence? Do they respect your privacy? Do they show genuine care for your well-being? Let trust grow naturally, like a flower opening in its own time. There's a delicate balance between protecting your privacy and becoming isolated. You don't need to build walls around your heart to stay safe. Instead, think of it as having different circles of trust. Your innermost circle might include just one or two people who know your deepest thoughts. Other circles include friends who know some parts of your life, but not all. This isn't about being secretive, it's about being selective. Remember, you're not alone in wanting to protect your privacy. Many of us have learned through experience that some stories are best kept close to our hearts, shared only with those who have proven themselves worthy of our trust. Trust is earned slowly, but can be lost in an instant. Be patient with yourself as you learn who deserves to know your story. Your life experiences are valuable. Share them thoughtfully with those who will treasure them as much as you do. 4. Protecting your financial privacy. In our golden years, one of the most crucial areas to protect is our financial privacy. After working hard all your life, your financial security deserves to be guarded carefully. This isn't about being mistrustful. It's about being wise with what you've earned. Let me be direct. Financial matters should be shared on a need-to-know basis only. Even with family, you don't need to reveal every detail of your savings, investments, or retirement plans. Think of your financial information like your house keys. Only trusted individuals should have access, and even then, not to everything. Many of us have seen friends fall victim to financial exploitation simply because they shared too much. A casual mention of recent inheritance at a social gathering, discussing pension details with neighbors, or posting about investment success on social media. These seemingly innocent shares can attract unwanted attention. Here's what wise financial privacy looks like. Keep your banking information private, even from close family members, unless absolutely necessary. If you need to discuss finances with family, do it selectively and purposefully. Choose 1 or 2 trusted relatives who can help in emergencies but maintain control of your day-to-day financial decisions. When it comes to banking, simple practices make a big difference. Never share your PIN or passwords with anyone. Be cautious of phone calls about your accounts. Banks won't call asking for your details. Keep financial documents secure, whether they're paper statements or digital files. If you use online banking, access it only from your personal devices. For those helping with your finances, set clear boundaries. They don't need full access to help with specific tasks. Consider working with professional financial advisors who are bound by confidentiality rules. Many banks also offer special services for seniors that include extra security measures. Remember, being private about your finances isn't being secretive. It's being secure. You've worked too hard for too long to let your financial security be compromised by sharing too much with the wrong people. Resources exist to help protect your financial privacy. Your bank's senior services department, elder law attorneys, and financial advisors specializing in senior needs can provide guidance. Use these resources. They're there to help safeguard what you've worked for. 5. Building meaningful connections. The beauty of growing older is understanding that meaningful connections aren't built on how much we share, but on how deeply we care. A true friendship doesn't require you to expose every detail of your life. It thrives on mutual respect, understanding, and genuine care. Let me share something I've learned over the years. The strongest relationships often have comfortable silences. These are the friends who understand when you say, "I'd rather not discuss that," and love you just the same. They don't need to know everything about your life to be there for you. Quality relationships are like well-tended gardens. They need space to grow, boundaries to thrive, and careful attention to flourish. 1 or 2 genuine friends who respect your privacy are worth more than dozens of acquaintances who know all your business. These true friends understand that some thoughts are meant to be private, some struggles personal, and some victories quietly celebrated. You can be supportive of others while maintaining your own privacy. Listen with compassion, offer wisdom when asked. But remember, you don't need to share your own similar experiences unless you choose to. Sometimes a simple, "I understand," carries more weight than sharing your personal story. Finding balance in relationships means knowing when to share and when to keep things private. It's perfectly fine to enjoy someone's company without diving into deep personal matters. Some of the most enjoyable friendships are built on shared interests, daily pleasures, and mutual respect for privacy. Remember, loneliness and privacy are different things. You can have rich, fulfilling relationships while maintaining healthy boundaries. The right people in your life will understand this. They won't push for information you're not ready to share. They'll appreciate your company without demanding access to every aspect of your life. True connection comes from understanding, not from knowing every detail. It grows from shared values, mutual respect, and the comfort of being accepted just as you are. These are the relationships worth nurturing, the ones that make you feel secure, respected, and valued, without having to sacrifice your privacy. As we age, let's choose our connections wisely, nurture them carefully, and remember that the best relationships are those that respect both closeness and personal space. 6. Taking control of your story. Your life story is the most precious thing you own. Every triumph you've celebrated, every challenge you've overcome, every quiet moment of joy. These are the chapters of your personal narrative. As you've grown older, these experiences have become more than just memories. They're the wisdom you've earned through years of living. Think about it. Each of us carries stories that have shaped who we are. Some are meant to be shared, bringing light and understanding to others. But many are like precious jewels, meant to be kept close to our hearts. You have the right and the wisdom to choose which stories to share and which to hold sacred. There's power in keeping certain experiences private. When you choose what to share, you're not just protecting your privacy, you're honoring your journey. Those quiet moments of personal growth, the private victories, the lessons learned through difficulty, these don't need an audience to be meaningful. Sometimes their power lies in being yours alone. As we age, we often feel pressured to explain our choices or justify our decisions. Remember this: you don't owe anyone your complete story. The life you've built, the wisdom you've gained, these belong to you. Share them selectively with those who have earned your trust and shown they understand their value. Consider your legacy, what you want to be remembered for. It's not about how much people know about your life, it's about the impact you've had on others, the kindness you've shown, the strength you've demonstrated, the love you've given. These speak louder than any personal details you might share. Your privacy isn't a wall. It's a filter that allows you to present your authentic self while maintaining your dignity. Let people see what you choose to show them. Let them know you through your actions, your values, and the carefully chosen stories you decide to share. Remember, taking control of your story means being selective about what you share, not because you're hiding, but because you understand the value of what you hold. Your experiences have earned their place in your heart. Share them wisely, guard them carefully, and know that your story is yours to tell or keep as you see fit. As we come to the end of our conversation today, remember this: your personal life is a treasure you've spent years building. In these golden years, protecting your privacy isn't about isolation. It's about wisdom. Every story you hold, every experience you've lived through, deserves to be shared thoughtfully and selectively. Take control of your story. Choose carefully who gets to know your personal matters. Build meaningful connections while maintaining healthy boundaries. Remember, not everyone deserves a seat at your table, and that's perfectly okay. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. How do you protect your privacy while staying connected? Share your wisdom in the comments below. And if you found value in this message, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more insights on living your best life in your golden years. Until next time, guard your peace, protect your privacy, and live life on your own terms. Because you've earned that right.